Hi, everyone, and welcome to our call, our informational call for our upcoming Women's Wellness Holistic Reset. I am Leah Thoren-Borowski, and I'm really grateful to be here and really excited about what we're creating and really feeling how much juice it's bringing up for people and how needed it is right now, or at least it's being called in by a lot of people. So I'm really looking forward to this dive for the next half hour where we get to share with you what we're offering. And so open us up. I'm going to call in my beloved friend and guide and light, bright sister, Christina Aman. I welcome you and thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Leah. It's such a pleasure to be here. And I just wanted to speak a little bit to how this came about. The inspiration Leah mentioned, it's almost as if multiple people were hearing in our inner intuition that this is something that's wanting to happen. And when we all came together, it was just such an easy collaboration and yes, and birthing of this. I've heard so many incredible names from all people here and beyond of what this is: a women's virtual retreat, a nourishing the feminine experience, an opportunity to reset, an opportunity to slow down, to go within, to nurture the feminine essence, the feminine flame, our intuition, to practice receiving, to practice listening, to practice being. And all of those concepts, you know, if you feel me, if there's any other words that come to mind that when you're tuning into this, please put them in the chat. Let's paint a picture for each other of really what we're diving into, since we are co-creating this together. We are a group of people who have been facilitating group transformations for several years, and this is the first time that we are doing it with the intention of really honoring the feminine. And it just feels so exciting. Drop a 2 if you feel me on that. I'm just personally feeling like such a blossoming within my own being, and a lot of joy bringing in, you know, when we talk about using a platform of healing that involves nourishing the body and detoxifying. Sometimes for me, I can feel like that comes with difficulty or challenge or loneliness, or, you know, drop a 3 if you can relate to that, that sometimes the idea of doing a cleanse can feel, you know, not so inviting. And here we are offering this wellness platform. So we're flooding our body with superfoods. We're going to hear more details about all that. We're giving our bodies an opportunity to just let go of what no longer needs to be in there. And with that as our platform, we get to add in all these layers of pleasure, of togetherness, of self-expression, of creativity, of intuition, of connecting with our ancestors, connecting with all the parts of our feminine, womanly being. You're going to get to hear all these incredible offerings, and it's a brand new thing. None of us have done it, and I am personally just so excited. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about how it came about, a little bit about how we've all come together to do this. And thank you so much for tuning in here, taking the time to see if this is resonating for you, if you're feeling called, and or if you have other friends who you're thinking, wow, I want to do this with some other sisters. So I'm gonna just give huge gratitude to Leah, who has really been shaping and holding, and many of the other women here too, this container and the beautiful website and the format that we're going to be diving into. So thank you so much for having me, Leah.
My pleasure. Thank you, Christina. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, and I'm going to open us up with sharing more about what are we going to be doing as far as a ritual every day for ourselves of self-care, of self-healing with these products that act to detoxify glyphosate, which is Roundup, and other environmental toxins, to restore the health of our gut microbiome and to flood our body with the highest quality nutrition so that our cells can really be fully thriving and that we can feel more alive. So I'm going to go into some of those details about why it's important to tend to this root level, this core, this gut level, which then impacts our reproductive health, our adrenal health, our thyroid health, and all of these other aspects of our well-being that often many women are have some imbalance in, and it starts in the gut. And so that's why this protocol is so important, even our emotional and mental health. And then after I share about this and with all the products and what we're going to do for the 30 days, each person on their own, then we're going to go in and invite all of our facilitators who are on this call to share what they're here to offer and something that's inspiring to them about either Purium and how it has impacted their life, or why they're especially excited about sharing this with the community that's going to be part of this reset together. So during these 30 days, we recommend alkalizing your body. And so alkalizing our body means cutting out all of the inflammatory foods and the acidic foods that keep our lymphatic system from doing its work of draining the body of the toxins and the elements that no longer serve us. When our body is overly acidic, our lymphatic system can get congested, and that can lead to toxic buildup in the system. And so part of what we're doing with our food, which we will be eating for the entire 30 days, is to focus on alkalizing, getting everything moving, getting the kidneys to be filtering, and helping everything that we may have been holding on to, perhaps for our whole lives, or maybe just for the past several years, to help to start clear from the body so that we can come into this place of renewal and reset. And we are also going to be, by addressing the gut, supporting our immune system and supporting our body to be able to absorb the nutrients that we even put into our bodies, which many people's bodies cannot even absorb. Like, we have an epidemic of food allergies and sensitivities, gluten intolerance, autoimmune diseases, Hashimoto's, cancer. All of these things are because our body is not able to function in the way that it has been miraculously designed to. So what this protocol will do is support your body to come back into its proper balance, which is a self-healing mechanism that we are designed to have, which is so amazingly beautiful. And I've seen incredible miracles happen for people, transformation within a week or 2 weeks from ailments that they've been working with and trying to heal for years. So I'm really excited to dive into some of these products and what we're going to be using to support our bodies during these next 30 days. So I actually brought the products with me, and they're packaged in compostable packaging, which is so awesome. What I love about Purium is the commitment to regenerative agriculture, to the ecosystems, and to the earth, and really regenerative systems. So this is designed by the founder, and it's all compostable, backyard compostable. So this is the Power Shake. I'm going to put it down while I talk about it. But the Power Shake is full of nutrients, micronutrients that we often are not getting from food that we get even in grocery stores, even if it's organic. All of the food that is in here is grown in regeneratively farmed soil, which means that the quality of the soil is actually nourished, but to have a rich biodiversity. And our soil health determines our plant health, which determines our body's health and animal health. So even if you're eating animals, if those animals are eating nutrient deficient plants, then they're not even getting as much nutrition. So it all comes back to the soil, and the regenerative farming practices make that the Power Shake and everything that is included in it is the highest potency of nutrition. And what I love about it, another thing, is that not only is it harvested on a farm that Purium has had a relationship with for over 25 years of tending the soil and tending the relationships, but as soon as it's harvested, it is then juiced and wind dehydrated on site. And so that preserves the highest nutrient content and the enzymes and all of the activated aspects of the plants that we would have if we were eating it right out of the ground, which the majority of people are not eating food directly out of the ground and not out of these kinds of soil. So the Power Shake provides our bodies with so much micronutrients and phytonutrients that then helps our cells to really come alive. The Super Aminos 23, this is a plant-based amino acid complex, and amino acids are the foundation, the building blocks of protein. Most of the food that we eat in forms of protein, we have to go through a whole process of our body breaking it down to then be utilizable. And we actually only absorb 17 to 35% of that, and the rest of it our kidneys have to filter, which is a lot of work for our kidneys. Because these are already in the amino acid form, our bodies can uptake it immediately within 23 minutes, and it's immediately utilizable for muscle building, for the health of our brain, for the health of our bones, and we can use it to get into action. So this is very energizing and also giving our bodies and our cells the energy that they need to function, the amino acids, which are essential for life and vitality. And then, so we take these aminos first thing when we wake up, and we have the Power Shake once a day to begin. And as we go through the process, depending which schedule you do, you may go up to having each of these 3 times a day and really flooding the body with nutrition. The next product that we have is called Biomedic. This is an amazing, amazing product. It is the only product that we have found that's been created that has been proven to clear glyphosate from the body. So glyphosate is Roundup, and it has, just like it's designed to destroy herbs, plants, weeds, it also destroys our gut microbiome. And as the burgeoning science is showing, the gut microbiome is the foundation of our health. It's where our immune system is rooted. It's where serotonin is produced. It's where we absorb the nutrients from our food, and it's where we can actually fight off toxins that come in. And so the majority of people have been impacted because Roundup has made its way, glyphosate has made its way into the waterways and into the air. And so even if you eat all organic, everybody has this in their system. And the Biomedic clears it out, restores the health of the gut microbiome, and also reduces what's called C-reactive protein, which is our body's inflammation marker. And a lot of people are struggling with inflammatory conditions. So this is an amazing, amazing product, and it is essential to how this protocol works to heal from the root, from the core level. And there's one more shake that I really love called Super Meal. And this is full of protein and immune boosting mushrooms and adaptogenic herbs, and it has just incredible ingredients. And so we, if you can order both of these shakes so that you have variety and you get more protein also. And then we've got the Apothecary, and this is a super yummy tart cherry juice that you take at night before going to sleep. It has naturally occurring melatonin and the highest level of antioxidants and anti-inflammatory. It's super deeply nourishing for resetting our circadian rhythms and bringing us into, again, our cells into greater vitality. And we have one last product that we only use for 10 of the days, and it's called Super Cleanser. Mine is on the way. I don't have any left from last time, but the Super Cleanser acts to clear our bodies of fungus, yeast, and parasites, and so it does a deeper level of gut healing. So those are the products that come with the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation Pack, which is the 30-day pack. And those are how you'll be flooding your body with nutrition while at the same time detoxifying from harmful toxins and other pathogens and helping that gut, which is our core, to replenish and restore. This has been such a powerful protocol for so many of us who are practitioners. We've been amazed at the results that our clients and patients have had and our community. And so I am personally very passionate about sharing this with people, and it's been amazing to watch my own passion grow and how much I want to just share it because I've seen so many people benefit so much from it. And so now I'm especially excited to share it in this container. And so during these during these 30 days, I will be offering Qigong and presence practices. So we'll be working with elemental Qigong, connecting with nature and with the nature within us, cultivating our womb energy, and also practices to help us navigate fear through the body, embodied practice. Yeah, So I'm super excited about this, and I'm going to hand it over for all of our other amazing facilitators to start to share. And what I'm going to invite our facilitators to do is to call on the next facilitator. And if you don't, I'll just step in and do it. So I'd like to invite Leela to come on and share with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Leah. I too want to just thank you deeply for finding, this container or holding this space, and for all of the beautiful women who are here. It just feels so good to be together. So thank you. So my name is Leela, and my offerings are movement-based. I truly believe that movement is just another vehicle for moving things through our body. So as we cleanse, as we detox, and we can get like deeper into that by connecting to our body, our internal dialogue, our breath. And I will be focusing, a few of my offerings will be especially focused on pelvic floor toning and strengthening, which is a wonderful thing for women to just, have that connection and strength of, it's the base of our core. So it's really powerful and beautiful, but it's also, if you've birthed, even if you haven't birthed, but if you have birthed a baby, it's a beautiful thing to get in touch with and heal. And the other thing I wanted to share is just that Purium has fully transformed my life. Like as a mama, especially, when I found it, I was very depleted, just felt like I was running on empty, and, wanted to take as good a care of my kids as I could, but wasn't taking as good a care of myself as I should. So coming into this with the idea of loving myself and seeing the results of just newfound energy, vitality, and feeling like excited, waking up in the morning, not needing my coffee to get my eyes open. All of these things were huge shifts for me. And I'm super excited to share. And I'm like Leah, like I just want everybody I know to have this experience. So yeah, excited for all of you to be here. Thank you so much for having me. And I will pass to Alicia.
Thank you, Layla. And I also just want to express gratitude to Leah and putting this together, informing us all. So thank you, and sharing your great wisdom. And I am excited to share in this group some self-inquiry practices. So that's kind of my specialty, is questioning the stressful, painful thoughts. And as we're going through things in our body and kind of clearing things up in our body, we have a lot of emotions that arise and a lot of thoughts that can possibly arise. So my work is about teaching and sharing practices to question those thoughts, to be able to sit more deeply within ourselves and see what's coming up, and how we can clear some of that out to be our shiniest, best selves. And I will just confirm how much these products have supported me physically in being my best self. So I just couldn't imagine a life without these products now. And I want to share that with everybody and have them see if these products feel that way in their bodies, and keep making a healthier us and a healthier world for us to all live in. So thank you for the opportunity to be here, and I'm looking forward to it. And I will pass it off to my beautiful daughter, Alexis.
Thanks, Mama Alicia, and thank you, Leah, so much for creating this container. It's so special, and I'm so grateful that Christina is.
Babe, you got on mute. See if you can come off mute.
Thank you. Aloha, everyone. Thank you, Mama Alicia. Thank you, Leah, so much for creating this space, and Christina for joining us, and all the other facilitators that are here. This is going to be really special, and I'm so grateful to be a part of this. And I'll be sharing Shakti Flow, which is a fusion of yoga and dance and functional fitness. So it really helps us to connect with our bodies, our strength and flexibility. There will be a lot of spiraling, which helps to remove trauma out of the body, and shaking, and it's just really juicy and fun, and helps us to connect with our hips and our room and our sensuality. So I'm really excited to be sharing that with all of you. And also, these products have been huge in my life. I'm actually on my second transformation right now, and today it came through that I was just like, wow, I really feel like I have my life force back. And yeah, they're really powerful, and I'm excited to see how others experience this transformation, as well with all of these other multidimensional layers that we have to support you in the emotional and physical realms. So I'm grateful that we're going to be all here together, and I will pass it over to Chandelin.
Thank you, Alexis. Hi, everyone. My name is Chandelin, and I'm really excited to be sharing this journey with you. I personally had a very profound experience when I did my first health reset. I released 20 pounds and really gained my energy and vitality and really, truly my life back. And through that process, I also really changed and shifted my relationship to food and the way that I eat. And so I'm really excited to be sharing with you during this journey some recipes that I found for all parts of this 30 days. And I'm studying herbalism, so I'll be sharing some tea blends for nourishing the reproductive system and also nourishing and toning the nervous system. I'm really excited to share these offerings with you, and thank you, Leah, for everything you do to make this happen. I'm really grateful to be here, and I'm really excited to support you on your own journey. I will pass it off to, let's see, Carol.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Chandelin. I'm really excited for those recipes myself. So during these 30 days, I'm going to be sharing different womb health practices that can help us to all collectively slow down together and start to re-presence ourselves in what I think is the wisest part of our physical and energetic bodies, our wombs, whether you have a physical womb or not. And that's going to look like pelvic steams and practices that you may or may not have experienced if you've done pelvic steams before. It's going to look like cyclical eating, so eating in harmony with the different phases of our menstrual cycles and finding inspiration in the inner and outer seasons of our bodies. I'm excited to share some nitric oxide cultivating practices and how to come into our pleasure bodies. And I don't know, we'll see what else wants to come through as we move into these 30 days. You know, something that's been coming up for a lot of the mamas that I've been talking to this month as school has started and there's so much going on in the world is overwhelm. And so I'm really looking forward to taking this time to slow down together and to deeply nourish one another as a group. So let's see here. Who can I call on? I'm going to pass it to Morgan.
Hey, aloha. My name is Morgan, and I am super excited to be participating in the facilitation of this reset. I feel it's a really beautiful opportunity just for myself, coming into holding space for women after spending a few years of just working with myself as a woman and cultivating what it means to me to be a woman and healthy and thriving, and now getting to share some of what I've learned with other women is just a really big honor. So thank you to all the leaders of this space that have been cultivating for the time that you have been, so that you know, you're holding this space for younger women to come into their leadership as well. And it's really important, just the coming of age. And so I personally will be offering meditative movement practices, just bringing really slow, relatively sensual movement into the body, connecting with the breath and connecting with the power of intention as well, knowing that when we intend to feel the deepest parts of our breath moving through whatever deepest part of the body it might be moving through, that there's these deep layers of stimulation that we can connect with, and intending for those to be pleasant and to guide us through, you know, each moment. So that's going to be what I will share with the group. And I am right now like just over the halfway point of my first 30-day reset, and I think that there's like just as much emotional cleansing as there is physical cleansing happening. So really powerful stuff. And I'm very much looking forward to completing it and sharing about the entire journey. And I think, is Angela one of the facilitators that I can call on?
Yes, thank you, Angela.
Hi, everybody. My name is Angela. Can you all hear me okay? Can you folks hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Thanks. My name is Angela. And I just wanted to thank Leah and Christina and whoever else has been a part of opening up this space for all of the women to join.
Angela, you're muted.
Yeah.
Okay, how's that?
Good.
So I was just saying,
we heard the beginning of what you were saying. It was just, yeah.
Thanks. Thank you. So I'm really honored to be here with all of you. And what I'm going to be offering is on how to work with your ancestors, some ancestral medicine classes. For me, this is a really powerful space of how we can work on healing traumas in our lives, whether it's from this lifetime or intergenerational traumas, past lives, and so on and so forth. And also it can be a really potent way in empowering ourselves in our daily lives and our daily practices. It can also keep us in alignment with what our greatest destiny is, the way that we wish to expand ourselves in our lives. So I'll be sharing some concepts, some tools that, you know, I think some people think that ancestral work is like a really far away thing. It doesn't have to be like that at all. We can keep it close to us, close to our bodies, close to our hearts. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to be sharing. And for me, Purium has been a really incredible part of my own healing journey, and also just vitalizing my body, also healing from cancer. So it's something, and also it was really a part of my own ancestral work as well. I'll share more about that later during class, because really combining the two of ancestral healing and Purium has been, for me, like the most potent thing. So I'm looking forward to sharing with whoever wants to come into a class with me. Thank you. I'm going to pass it over to whatever facilitator is still available to speak.
Erica.
Wow, I'm so grateful to be here with you all. This container of women is like truly inspiring me and exciting me for what we're co-creating and the synergy that's coming through here. These offerings are amazing, and I just want to say that it feels truly resonant to be here now with you all and to be able to share this offering. It does feel like a time when it's really, really needed during such a changing time in the world. And for us to be able to, as women and many of us as mothers, to be able to root ourselves in deep self-care and nourishment, that has been such a key for me to be able to stand strong in my life as a guide for my family, in community life, and I just really appreciate that level of self-care first, and then nurturing everybody else from that place of total well-being and a full cup. So the offering that I want to bring in to this collective is really going to be sharing from some wisdom that I have around food as medicine. And I'm going to be sharing some videos that I'll be creating in my kitchen and in my garden. I live here in Hawaii and I'm a mother of 5. And I have a long history of experience as a chef and growing food and working on farms and really being an educator in health and organic nutrition. So I'm going to be showing you, getting in there, how to grow and create some amazing nourishing cuisine. And I'm also really going to be excited to speak to some just downloads on how do we balance ourselves as like very multitasking, multi-dimensional modern day women. And this is something that is really passionate for me because it's my reality. And I see this more and more, that people in this world are taking on so much, and that as women, I want to show up as a leader in this role to restore more balance and to come from a place of embodied well-being. So I'm thankful for this gift to claim this for myself, and then to be able to stand as a leader in it and share it with others. So I'm honored to be here again. Mahalo.
Thanks, Erica. Malia, I'd love to invite you to share.
Yes, aloha everybody. Yeah, I love the array of everything. I'm just like, yes, I want to do this, and I want to learn that, and all these things. And I feel like, yeah, there's just so much to like grow into, like interweaving and supporting one another. And I'm really glad that we decided to make this focus on women and women's health. It does feel like more sacred of a container that way. So I'm really glad that we decided to do that. And yeah, I've been brainstorming, thinking of what I'd like to share, and I'd really love to share some Kundalini practices. And I've been thinking like, okay, what sequences can I create that will be good for the feminine, organs and for our liver and our blood. But I'm thinking I'm gonna focus it more on like that actual radiance and like finding that inner stamina and confidence and vitality, because we already have so much that's really focusing like on like the physical. And so really I want to like add that little sparkle to help us be able to like tie everything together and harmonize it within our body. So like create those channels and rhythms so we can really hold this vitality with like everything that we'll be learning and going through together. And I'm also thinking of doing a shamanic drum meditation. Similar, I love what Angela said about ancestral healing. That's just something that's so potently a gateway these days to tap into, and I would really love to facilitate something to go into our subconscious and really do some healing and see where it goes. So I'm really excited to share. I've been learning a lot of things and traveling these past few years, and I haven't like fully really shared it. So I'm actually really excited to have this platform for the first time to really like express and share, and so this is really exciting. Thank you.
Thank you, Malia. We're gonna have Christina close us out, and thank you everyone for being here.
Beautiful. Well, I'm going to keep it brief because I know we're a couple minutes past here, and my offering that I'll be doing some point this month is really around women's financial health and doing business as an entrepreneur from the feminine principle. So bringing in more of that magic and intuition and receptivity. And briefly, I started my entrepreneurial endeavors 4 years ago from scratch. And in that time has been able to tap into a residual income that's supporting our family and our dreams. And I've been able to watch this same residual income support so many other women, whether it's just to even discover themselves, to find sovereignty, confidence, independence from parents or partners, interdependence within a collective model. And so that happens to be by sharing this gift with other people. And so when you get your transformation pack, you actually get for free as an option the ability to share this with other people. And that can look anything from my story where it's now become the primary income stream for our family and it's helping us build our farm, to just thinking to yourself, you know, I'd love to share this with a couple sisters this month, and you get the referral commission for that. So if you have one or a handful of friends that you want to do this with, you get a code, you get to share it with them, and you get your whole pack paid for. So it can be any version of that. Endless mentorship, amazing community, incredible business coaching, all of that for free within that option to choose to have a gift code when you get your transformation pack. So thanks so much for being here today. I'm super excited to see who comes and joins for this transformation journey. It's an astrologically super potent time. It's a seasonally potent time for transformation, you know, from the physical through all the layers. And thank you to all the people who are going to be offering your gifts, and have a wonderful day.